Hello students, in this video we are going to learn 12th standard computer applications chapter 4 introduction to hypertext preprocessor. So it called as PHP. So in this video part 1. So content of this chapter, like the first one, introduction to hypertext preprocessor, various server-side programming languages, global usage statistic, client-server architecture, server-side scripting languages. So these are the content you have to learning in this video. So the first one, introduction to hypertext preprocessor. So the hypertext preprocessor called as PHP. So the PHP is one of the important server-side web and general purpose scripting language. It was invented by Rasmus Ladov in 1994. So basically the PHP is one of the web creation scripting language. So it was invented by Rasmus Ladov in 1994. So the PHP is very simple to running. We have to handle very simple way in PHP. Okay. So it is very simple and lightweight open source server-side scripting language. It can easily embedded with HTML and other client-side scripting language like CSS. So PHP is very easy to embedded with HTML and other client-side scripting languages like CSS. So the expansion of CSS like cascading style sheet and the JavaScript. It is also creating. It also creates dynamic and interactive web pages in the real-time web development project. So in this part, the introduction of PHP. So basically the PHP is one of the web creational scripting language. It was invented by Rasmus Ladov in 1994. It is very simple to the open source scripting language, and also we have to easily embedded with HTML and other client side scripting language like CSS and JavaScript. Okay. And also create dynamic and interactive web pages in the real-time web development project. It's a competitor and alternative for other server-side scripting languages like Microsoft ASP and JSP. So the expansion of ASP like Active Server Page and JSP means Java Server Page. Recently, like the server-side scripting language usage depict that 78.9% of websites are developed by PHP scripting language. So mostly we have to easy and we have to run the web creation using the PHP is the best one. Okay. And see, various server-side programming languages, global usage statistic. Various server-side programming languages, global usage statistics. So mostly PHP scripting language can be executed via an interpreter which is installed in the web server or CGI. PHP scripting language can be executed via an interpreter which is installed in the web server or CGI. So the expansion of CGI like Common Gateway Interface. So the most of the web server such as Apache.com and Microsoft IIS. It supports the PHP interpreter module. Most of the web server like Apache.com and Microsoft IIS, it supports the PHP interpreter module. It has many various versions to ensure quality and easy to web development activities. The PHP has many versions. PHP has many versions to ensure quality and easy to web development activity. But the recently we have to the concurrent version we have to using in this world. The current versions of PHP 7.3. 7.3 is now we have to use. Okay. Still now we have to using the recent version in PHP 7.3. It is released by the official team on 30th November 2017. So the current versions of PHP 7.3 is released by the official team on 13th November 2017. So it's a one more question. So the various server-side programming language global usages like the PHP is the most interpreter PHP. If you use the PHP, we have to install web server or CGI gateway. The web server like Apache.com, .com. The most of the web server such as Apache, Tomcat and Microsoft IIS. Okay. So the recent version like 7.3. So client server architecture. The next concept, client server architecture. The client server architecture introduces application sharing mechanism between two different hardware system over the network. So the network means internet or intranet. The client server architecture introduces the application sharing mechanism in between two different hardware system over the internet. So the moreover in 1990s, internet was emerging in the computer network field. In the 1990s, internet was emerging in the computer network field. So the main objective of internet implies that an application is shared by more than one hardware, either it could be server or client machine. So the server is a high performance hardware machine. Server is a high performance hardware machine which can run more than one application concurrently. Server is a high performance hardware machine which can run more than one application concurrently. So the mostly the client server architecture sharing the application in between two different hardware system. So the two different hardware system like here server and client. So the server is the first performer of the hardware machine. So see, the client is separate hardware machine which is connected with the server in the network. Client is a separate hardware machine which is connected with server in the network. It could send the request and receive the response from the server hardware. The server and client are also called as service provider and service requester respectively. So dear students, please note, so the meaning of so client server architecture means we have to sharing the information in between two hardware system over the network. Okay. So here the two hardware like one of them client and another one server. So the main persons like server side and another one like client. So client is a separate hardware machine is connected into server network. So client it could send a request and receive the response from the server hardware. So in this process known as service provider and service requester respectively. So this texture denoting for the transaction in between client and server. So here database server, here two network system available. The data sharing into the client uses of the network. Okay, so this is the client server architecture model. And what is a client side script? What is client side script? It's a program, client side script. It is the program that runs on the client machine and deal with the user interface display on any other processing that can happen on client machine, like reading or writing cookies. Okay, so see what is client side script. So the client side is one of the program. It can be run on the client browser and deal with the user interface or display and any other processing that can happen on client machine, like reading or writing cookies. And also interact with temporary storage in client side. Interact with this temporary storage in client side, make interface web pages, and interact with the local storage only, sending request for data to server, and work as an interface in between server and user. The client side script works as an interface in between server and user, sending the result for the data to server. The client side scripting we have to using like the applications like JavaScript, VB HTML, CSS and Ajax. Okay, so these are the application to using for client side scripting language. Okay, so example client side scripting programming like JavaScript, VB like Visual Basic Script, HTML already you know hypertext markup language, and CSS that means cascading style sheet Ajax. If using the client server architecture model, we have to classify into three types. So the first one single tier architecture, and second one two tier architecture, and third one number of term more than two or multi or three tier architecture. Okay, so the client and server architecture model we have to classify into three structure. So the first one single tier and two tier architecture, and N it represent the number of tab, number of or multi more than two members. Okay, so number of or multi or three tier architecture. So the first one single tier architecture. So this architecture is used for the server accessed by client. The client application run inside the server machine itself. Single tier architecture. This architecture is used for the server accessed by client. The client application runs inside the server machine itself only. For example, MS Office. So in this structure, I explain for the single tier. So one server at the timing they are sharing one client. Okay, so this is representing for single tier architecture. And the next one two tier architecture. So in this architecture is used for the server accessed by client as two layer interaction. Two tier architecture used for the server accessed by the client as two layer interaction, such as client layer in tier 1 and server layer in the tier 2. Okay, client layer in tier 1 and server layer in tier 2. So in this structure I explain representing for the two tier architecture. So here server one side, client one side, it connecting for another one cable. Okay, and third one multi or three tier architecture. This architecture is used for the server accessed by client through more than one layer interaction. Three-tier architecture is used for the server accessed by client through the more than one layer interaction. The programmer would decide the count of business logic layers according to the software requirements. That is the reason this model is also known as multi-three-tier architecture. So multi-three architecture, so the server accessed by the client through the more than one layer. Okay, more than one layer. This is the definition for three-tier architecture. So you see this diagram, more than one tier. So here one and another one. Okay, so these are the client and server one base. It have to sharing the information more than one tier. So 1, 2 and 2 tier, like here one connection using, and single means directly they have to share it. Directly they have to share it. And server side scripting language. So next concept, like server side scripting language. So web scripting languages are classified into two types. Already you know, the client and server side scripting language. So the PHP is completely different from client-side scripting languages like JavaScript, because PHP is used to web creation. Okay. So the PHP code entirely execute on web server, which is installed in the remote machine, and it is generating HTML code which is sent to the user. The user receives the HTML code and see the website content via internet browsers in their computer or laptop. PHP also support OOPS concept. Okay. So dear students, server-side scripting language, already you know the web scripting language can be classified into two categories, client and server-side. So the PHP totally differ from the client-side scripting language like Java, because Java is one of the client-side scripter. Okay. So like you see, it is applicable to implement all OOPS features such as class, object and inheritance. After that, you have to know this concept like class, object and inheritance. Okay. So this diagram representing for server side. This diagram representing for server side scripting. So here web browser PHP. If you create the PHP code using the HTML concept, it can be accessed in the any web browser. So any web browsers like Google Chrome, Yahoo, like Internet Explorer, like and any other web browser, we have to running the PHP code. Okay. So see, what is server-side scripting languages? What is server-side scripting languages? So it is one of the program runs on server dealing with the generation of content of web pages. Querying the database. Server side means we have to creating query. So in chapter 3 you have to know the database concept. Operations are over the database, because if you using the server side means you have to creating any other database. So the any other database means that time you have to using some other operations like addition, subtraction, like and all, we have to using the different operations. Okay. And access or write a file on your server, we have to editing, we have to access or writing on your file on the server. Interact with other servers. They have to interacting to another servers also. Process user input. For example, if the user input is a text in search box, run a search algorithm on your data stored on server and send the result. So the server side scripting languages like PHP, C++, JavaScript programming and Python, Ruby or Rails. So these are the application for the server side scripting languages. Okay. So what is server side scripting language? It is the program that runs the server dealing with the generation of content of a web page. querying the database, operations over the database, access, write a file on server, interact the other servers, and process user input. So example, and the example, for example, the server-side scripting languages, server-side scripting programmers like PHP. So the expansion of PHP like Hypertext Preprocessor, and C++, JSP, Python, Ruby or Rails. So see, I like to recall this video. So dear student, in this video, 12th standard chapter 4. So the content of this video, the introduction to PHP and various server concept and what is client server architecture. So client server architecture, you have to know 3 types of architecture: single and 2-tier and multi-tier, and server side scripting language. So just you have to know this concept. So the various server side, the like the mostly we have to using the best one like PHP. The recent versions like 7.3 released in the November 2017-30. Thank you.